Right, so we'll start. So did you check the LMS before coming to the lectures? So I have updated session plan also. Did you got that? No, you just directly went to the lesson. But new lesson is there. Okay, so because the lecture schedule also got changed a little bit here and there. I think because of course on the course something we changed it. So I have updated a revised session plan. So yes, make sure you go through that. So accordingly to the new session plan, yes, we will be having as usual the group presentation on 25th. So after considering, I have only given you the presentation. Do you guys know that? We are not happy about that. Reporting our code. Seems like you all are not happy, only doing a presentation. How are you happy? Right, so only the presentation is needed, so we divide the marks accordingly. So the presentations will be on 25th. So I will usually how the foreign students also joining that. So I will send you maybe a Google form or something, so you can discuss within your groups, within your class, and come up with the times. Because I'm not sure if I give the time, because we have to give the priority to the students who are joining online. So according to their time zones and everything, anyhow the time is 1 to 5. So Sunday 25th 1 to 5 p.m. Sri Lankan time 1 to 5 p.m. will be the time. In between that time slots, you all can decide and come up with. So Pavani, can you just coordinate on that? We go according to the 1, 2, 3. Okay, no any issues on that. Okay. Then it's fine. Then we'll go through the according to the list you have given me. Okay, then everyone stick to the time, especially those who are joining with us through online. So Sri Lankan time 1 to 5. Accordingly, 1, 2, 3 groups we can go on with. Then that's not going to be an issue. Then yes, the presentations you will be making. And I will create the links there where you have to submit your presentation. So no report, but the presentation slides you have to submit on that. And with that, so our individual activity, as we have revised the schedule, so the individual activities falling on 18th of June. So not this coming Sunday, 11th, but 18th again we are going to have a small individual activity. So this I thought we'll take it on class rather than sending it to home, because in just a matter of time it's going to be a very small assignment, a very small thing in class which we have to do. But here you all have to be here. So on 18th, I think again we will be getting the time from 1 to 5 on 18th. So knowing these changes, so 1 to 5 we will be having. We'll go through the lesson. There is a small lesson also. So after discussing the lesson, you can go through you will be able to do that. So whether you will be able to bring your laptops on 18th, because I'm not sure whether we will be able to get the lab, because on Sundays, usually the lab is occupied. Another session is going on in the lab practical sessions. So yes, please inform your friends also. So the details are there in the LMS in the revised schedule. But yes, on the 18th, we will be going with this individual assignment too. So yes, please remember to bring your laptop. So it's not going to be a big one or just a small one. But on class we'll submit, and then that's also will be finished. Okay, then, so that are the things to discuss. Then, yes, we will start with today's lesson. Right, so I will share.
Excuse me, madam.
Yes.
Madam, for the individual assignment, is it from a particular subject or is it a general one?
Particular subject, but moreover it will be general. So on that day we will be discussing about that subject, but it's going to be a general one, based on the subject, the particular lesson, but moreover it's general.
Okay, thank
So
you,
we
madam.
will be discussing the subject also on that particular day. Right. With that, we will move for today's lesson. Right, so for the past few weeks, we were discussing about these information systems. So we got to know what these information systems are and the different types of these information systems, examples we were discussing about. And then just from there, we moved on to get to know, okay, organizations, why they are using information systems. So we got to know they are implementing strategies. So in the organization, they implement strategies. So in order to implement these strategies, as a support, they are using these information systems. So we were discussing about that too. And in our last classes, we were discussing, okay, if we need to implement information system, we need this IT infrastructure. So the needful hardware, the software, with that the network, the databases, people, all this infrastructure is also needed. So that's what we were basically discussing in our last class. Okay, what these different hardware trends and what these different software trends are there. So we were discussing about that. So with that, today we are moving to one lesson to discuss about the challenges or the issues related with this information system. So yes, there are many benefits. So all these days we have talked about the good side of this information system, the benefits. But yes, there are challenges or some issues also related with that. So could be security related ones or ethical related ones. The challenges are there. So let's have a look what these challenges are in our today's lesson. So this will be our learning objectives. So yes, we will be discussing about these challenges in these various different categories. And we will be discussing about some strategies. So how we can overcome these challenges while we are using information systems. So a little bit about that. And yes, as information systems when we are using, yeah, there are issues, challenges. But because of that, we can't omit using information system, or we can't say we are not going to use information system. So what's a manager as a professional? What we should be able to do, yes, as much as possible to reduce these issues, as much as possible reducing the challenges, we have to try to increase the benefits out of that. So yes, we have to use the information system. So now it's a must. We can't say no. But as managers, as professionals, we will be trying to increase these benefits and to reduce the harmful effects. So as organizations or maybe as individuals, how what we can do. So a little bit of that we will be studying in our today's lesson. Right. So information system. Yes, from the earlier days. So around when we started to use information system? Around which year? 2000? So before. Before. In 1990? Before. Yeah, so we can say with the invention of computers, even the information systems came into play. So we say in around 1950s the computers were invented. So around in 1959 or this 1960s, we started to use these information systems. So from that time onwards, with the benefit, so with the good side of the information system, the bad side is also there. So it also, as the technology is getting advanced, what has happened to this bad side? It also has got advanced. So yes, we say information systems organizations are using. Then why we have to bother the organization which is using the systems only have to bother about the issue. But now it's not the case. Yes, the organization is using the system, but an impact of that is there to the society also. As same as the good impact is there, even this bad side or the harmful effects are also to the society also. So information systems is a must. We have to, organizations have to definitely use them, but that impact or the outcome is not only to the organization or not only to the person who is using the system, but it is to the society also. So that's why as professionals, we have to try to, yes, increase the good thing or the good side out of that, meanwhile minimizing the bad side out of that. Right. So these information systems and the challenges, years from 1959 or from the time we started to use system, both are there. In the coin, the good side and the bad side is there. But nowadays, these challenges has been very much or maybe has been a huge impact. So why? We know the technology also has increased or advanced. So you may have heard about these buzzwords. So here's the big data. So now the data amount which we are dealing is not small. So it's not going to be very small. We deal with a large quantity of data and different quality or different types of data. So we say now we are dealing with big data. So with this big data, yes, the challenges or the issues also have arisen. So yes, we have to face them too. And yes, we very well know about this social media. So social media, yes, not only to entertainment or not only for the private needs, but now business organizations are also utilizing the social media for a huge extent. So they are using very much on the social media. So yes, it's good. Same time, when we go into the social media, when businesses are stepping into the social media, the challenges, issues also going to be huge because it's a very public forum. So yes, we know whatever comes in the social media, so we know it gets viral. So trend. So yes, with the good side, even the bad sides are going to be huge, or the challenges are going to be a lot. And then yes, we know about this BYOD. Do you all know? Yes, what is BYOD? Yes. Yes, bring your own device. So we were discussing about this in our last class, as I remember. So yes, with this new trend, the hardware trend, where the digital or the mobile, the hardware is also now movable. The hardware is also mobile. So with these new concepts are coming on. So BYOD, bringing their own devices, employees have been given that option. It's good, but at the same time, with these new policies or with these new practices, the challenges are also arising. So with the advancement of the technology, yes, the issues, those also have gone up. So that's why getting to know about these challenges or issues related to the information system has become a must. Right. So all these challenges, issues, we can put them into these categories, into these six. So we can discuss them related to the employment related issues or privacy related ones. Then you may have heard about these crimes, so cyber crimes, computer crimes, we say so. Even related to the working conditions, the individuality, and even health related challenges, issues are there. So we'll just quickly go through one by one and get to know what these challenges could be. Right. So when it comes to employment, yes, many employment opportunities have been opened with these information systems. So we say information systems are supporting our business processes. But the other side, the negative side to the employment, what do you think with this advancement of information systems? Or don't we have any negative side? Negative effect, impact? Yes. Say yes. What could be? Yes, we very well know with the system. Now everything is getting automated. So in future, even we may be not needing, even a lecturer won't need. But we have maybe a robot to teach you all. So we have just programmed the robot. Then just it will come and teach you all. It will be good, neither. Yes? No? Why? When the lecturer comes, they will come and ask questions until you answer. They will say, but once a robot comes, no any issues. It will teach and it will go. You also can just come, sit and go. Isn't it? You know. Okay, but then I don't have going to get excited. If students have a demand for lecturers, then they will keep us. Else they will easily replace us with the robot. Okay, so I'm little bit happy. Okay, yeah. So employment window. So mostly this repeatable job. What will be happening? Easily we can replace some them. So mostly we take this manufacturing related one. So repeated job which we are doing, getting automated. All these robots are coming, all systems are coming on. So maybe you may be knowing related to this assignment. So there are earlier we didn't have, but in this middle area, what happened? Yes, there were these new people, a new job opportunity to will be giving or supporting an assignment writing, even research to do. There are people, you know. Okay. Very good, you are. Yeah, so you are not doing like that, I know. We believe you, but there was right. There are these new people. They do it as a new job. So earlier product oriented, but now even in public they are putting advertisements, even in Facebook, those things, and they are doing. But now even to that job, it was a new open. But even for now, that job has come an issue. Which is that challenge? So what is the challenge? Just the AI. So now what we have? Yeah, so now we have the ChatGPT. So now we don't need a person to write and give an assignment. Only we need an account. Then here we can log in. We can ask the ChatGPT to write and give us the assignment. Are you doing like that? Good. So ethical. So you're using ChatGPT, you can for your information you can, but yeah, it's not ethical to ask the ChatGPT to write and give you the assignment. Need for information you can gather, but later on you have to write it. Oh yes, we don't need you what. Just send your ChatGPT accounts to the exams too. We'll give the questions there. So your ChatGPT account will do the assignment, the exams also. So yes, so now issues are coming on. Even so, we may have got this new group may have got. Oh, this is a very good opportunity. Writing assignments, doing research for others. But yeah, we see technology. So it's ethical, unethical, the other side. But whatever, with this advancement technology, even that employment opportunity has gone down. So similar, all the companies even we know earlier even maybe you do even starting from the accounting side or could be any relatable job. Yes, we may be needing more people if you are manually doing that. But with the systems now, only few people, only one person may be only needed to handle these systems. Then just we are able to do so. So a survey has been done and they have found this is the percentage of automation in this different employment industry. And just the first one goes to the food preparation. So we may be thinking, maybe this chef class or mostly they are earning higher salaries when it comes to chefs. But yes, in future, it could get automated. Maybe there are systems, robots, so they know exact amount of salt, exact amount of oil, so the perfect dish will be ready. So just in future to get. Then constructions, cleaning is going on, driving. So So yes, now we have this automated with the self-driving cars. So in near future, maybe very publicly it may come. So from the Tesla. So even it's going on to the sales, then the administration, even in the healthcare. So there are these researchers, so kind of pilot even surgeries have been done using this robot. So it's little by little moving into, and even in upper management politics, there could be very less, the percentage wise it's less, and just even it says cheating also is a risk. So around 28% of chances there, even the teaching gets automated, or maybe partially. So even now, what we are doing, we have the recording. So because of that, it's kind of maybe to the next class, we don't need to do the lecture again. We can just show the recordings. So kind of an automated, maybe not fully. If there's a chances, could be. So maybe for emergency, they may say, okay, you don't need to come to first continue, and then we will show the recording. So could be little by little getting automated or moving on. So employment side, new opportunities are opening, or the people who are doing the processes, it's easy to them in an efficient way we can do. But in the other end, there is a risk. We are losing our employment opportunities also. So again, another service also have been done. And it has been predicted. So from 2019 to 2037. So they are predicted in 37 how these automations of jobs could be the system. So accordingly, the machine operators assemblers having the high chance of around 65 because it's kind of a repeated job. Nothing much to think or you put the mind. So there's a huge chance. Then the technical workers going to be the next. So with that, here's the craft related ones. So according to that, managers, professionals, around 9% chance is there in 2037. So how we could get into automation, but yes, not only the very lower level, but even the top management or the upper levels also having the risk, because now we know systems with this AI or these artificial intelligence, what the systems doing, they are taking the decisions too. So yes, now maybe no need a manager. Once we put all the data, all the scenarios, cases, it will tell us what we have to do. So the decision also could be taken. So yes, there is this risk even to the top management. So employment side, good. Systems coming, it's good, advanced systems, but a negative impact is also coming up with. So what we have to do or what we can do if we no need to get replaced by a system, then what we have to do, if we do the same thing every day, yes, we may have given some responsibility, but if we just do the same thing every day, stick only to that, what will happen in future, it will be easy for the organizations to replace us with a system. So they will study us. So this is what the person is doing. AKM RAL program they will send a robot or maybe a system, and advanced systems they will set up. So yes, we know still, but systems having their IQ or they are still artificial intelligence. So they do not have the intelligence, but we have intelligence. So you are Q or maybe we know, we can think, we can be this creative thing. So that part is still be there. So that is how we are which pressure over these even the artificial intelligence or even all these advanced systems or the technology. So that we have to use. We all have. But the question is whether we are using it. Once we go, yes, when we are sitting, doing the same thing, come. So now it's not going to be enough. So we have that. So just dust it out and put it to the action. So the thinking part or the decision making, the creative part now definitely has to come out. Else, yes, there's a huge risk we will be getting replaced by a system. So that we have to think of, and then just maybe this government, so not in the individual level, but this government or even the all these top professionals, they have to decide or they have to come up with this new working or maybe new opportunities. So every day not the same different work. So that's why they made even the education systems have to get changed with the according to the new things happening in the world. So sometimes it is data work. So now we know they have introduced this technology kind of a field is there. Earlier we only had this math, science, then the commerce, art, but now with the technology. So more or less some difference is there. So where the students are getting different opportunities. So likewise, more. So that may be not individually me and you may not be able to do, but one day if you could become a leader. So anyone have any idea to go into this politics? To become the president? Yeah. So if you can become the education minister, yes, or go to the top place, yes, please think about them. So individually, then after that, we may not be able to, but yes, now it's high time. So not only Sri Lanka, the world has to think what we are going to do or what could be this new employment opportunities, new openings, what are they? Yes, in very near future, we all are going to get replaced by the system. But yes, still we are better than these systems or the programs. So we'll put it out, we'll show it, we are good than them. Right. So employment related impact is there with this system. Then just if we move into the privacy, so I just put some noted down here few things, but just the privacy we very well know. So even starting from my email address, so could be the social media, it could be the WhatsApp, anything, they all are getting monitored. So that problem is there when it comes to privacy. So we are proud sometimes to use the institution email or the organization email addresses or the organization accounts, but what's happening? Everything is getting monitored. So that privacy issue is there. Or maybe we very well know when it comes to events. So that organization, they will monitor enough. So that part is there. Or else if you are just even in a public forum, maybe if you are just going to browse the website, even the website owners of the website also, what does it do? It's going to monitor all our actions or even all our data from which device, from which IP address, and what we have browsed, what we have searched, everything is getting saved. So what is the tool we are using? The website, when it comes to website, which tool they are using to save our data? Okay. Cookies, yeah. So through cookies is the tool. Maybe they are saving the storage to the cloud, could be. So we get right once we go to some of these websites, pop-up message will come. We are using cookies, so accept or block, or we can customize it. So yes, they are doing it in order to start capturing our data. So even these online shopping portals could be. So what we bought, how much, what we click, what we didn't buy, every information is getting saved. So we can like window shopping the physical we can. I can be any window shopping. But in your time, yes, we can do, but they know this usage every day coming, just doing the window shopping and the usage is leave. So no privacy. So yes, even in the website, the public issues are there, where they are capturing our data. So those issues are there. Also these two. So in an organization, we are bond with them. So bond they will monitor. So for extent, we can't do anything. And even for the public side, so to the website, yes, we are browsing them, we are using. So yes, they are saving our data. So these two, maybe we are falling into that. But there could be sometimes our data are in one place. So maybe the organization, they have our data. Or maybe even the government, yes, this organization, they have our data. But we know these databases also could get hacked, or maybe people could steal this data from there. So that kind of a risk is also there when it comes to our data information, privacy related ones are there. So sometimes we are going and falling, or sometimes we are safely there, but as our data is in this common place, so where the huge data is there is chances other people could maybe getting stealing the data, and they are using them into this, misusing the data to fraud works or to the negative things. Those also could happen. So yes, at the end, our privacy is a very questionable thing when we start to use this information system. So even writing simple in the LMS, what we can do, we can see. So today, before coming to the lectures, how many of you checked the LMS? No one. Partially checked. Okay. We have one person, others didn't check. Yes. Oh, when did you last check the LMS? When did you last check the LMS? Today. Okay, good. 5 minutes ago. Today. Today. Yes, what about from the back row? When did you check the LMS last? Today. Good. Yesterday. Yes, when did you check? Yesterday. And now can I believe or no? So we can check from our end. When did you actually check the LMS? So today, yesterday, you can't sure you check the LMS. Yeah. Let's see how you all checking. So I'm just going through that page. Right. So this is particularly my MIS page. So Adhikari and Hamad never, not sure. Ali 16 hours ago. Then yeah, 49 seconds. How the Almada. Okay. Then Arachi 29 minutes. Aravindan 15 days. Then RARK Bandara 6 days. Then Horani VA other killing Q1 yesterday today here. Chandrakanti 8 days. 27 minutes, 4 hours. Then Dinushika 7 days. Farhaza never. Farli 35 days. Fausan 6 days. HD Fernando 8 days. Then we have BNP Fernando. So only the long ones on HKJC Fernando 31 days. Fonseca 18 days. And with the I was here. Nisansala 11 days. Pinner 28 minutes. Pushpika 1 minute. Okay. Commonly. Okay, so what's your name? Let's see that too. What's your good name? Okay. MSM 1000. Okay, so MIS 6 days. Okay. you have accessed on, no, it's coming only from my course. Yeah, going on like this. Is that okay if we check? Now within 3 minutes, Kunane, last access is on 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes ago. Yeah, so 4th June, now you are accessing. So today morning, no, sorry, afternoon, around 1 you have access. Before that, 28. So every on the lecture day, so yeah, see, we can get even the full history. So 4th, then 28, then 21st. On lecture days, he is keeping accessible. Then 20th, yeah, 14. So every 7 days, like, he keeps accessing. So yeah, okay, so we can check it, but in the other hand, what we are doing, Fauzan's privacy is now in the screen. When he is checking everything, we can check it. So no any offense, just to the check, see that yes, we can check your things from our side. So simply in the LMS, we can do this. So when you last log in, so even if you can see, it says what you access. So that also given. So which business finance you have access, cost of capital you have access. So fully detailed what you are doing in the LMS, we are getting. So if you say, okay, yes, we checked on the LMS, we can identify. So yes, it's for monitoring purposes actually, but in the other hand, the privacy of each and every individual, yes, it's in the risk of whatever we do, everything is there on. So good systems are good for us, but at the same time, when it comes to privacy, yes, there is a risky. So what we can do, or maybe as sometimes individuals, or maybe as sometimes as organizations, what we can do in order to safeguard our privacy. So yes, we know about this encryption. So now all these messages, so especially these online messages, we know this encryption. So what they are doing, they are coded. So before sending the message out in the network, in the internet, they code it. Then only a code is going to run through the internet. So even though someone is going to find that message, they may not be able to read it. Just some codes are there. But when it goes to the destination, the correct receiver, then it will be getting decoded. So encryption, yes, we can do. So I feel very, very familiar when we open this WhatsApp, it says, right? Your messages are end-to-end encrypted. But what do you think about that encryption to the WhatsApp organization? Is that encrypted to them too? How else can they read? Yes?
Yeah, and also it's encrypted.
Yes, they say it's encrypted, but it's actually encrypted only for the user. From the back end or to the organization, they can. So that's what have been said. So from those, they are getting the data. So even email is just encrypted, but for maybe for the customer. So they are getting the data to provide the service to the customers, to provide the customized service. But still, it's from their end, back end is open. Only it's locked for us. It's only encrypted only for us. So they sometimes we or WhatsApp messages. So they are giving different options. Delete to everyone, delete to me. So yes, we do. But maybe getting deleted only in our device, only the user's devices. But if they are database, it's not going to get deleted. So that's why sometimes when we back up, if you are going to back up the data and read the data back, all these messages sometimes the deleted ones. So you have to be really careful. They just trick us. Giving these different options, they are tricking us or telling us, okay, we are in this safe zone. But no, clearly we are not in a safe zone when we got into this internet or when we are getting connected to the system. So that is there, but still, backend is a different issue. But at least from the other users, or maybe from these hackers, this kind of the people, maybe yes, we can go into this encryption. So that maybe individually me and you can't do. These organizations or these companies, the businesses, they have to do what? So that we can do, and maybe emails. So you may sometimes receiving these emails say, this email we can't reply to them. So only receiving option is there. We may not be able to reply to that because why? They are sending the emails through Gmail. So in that, what will happen? These the person who is sending, they can be safe, or maybe their email addresses are not being shown to others. So that safety will be there to them. So again, businesses, when they are using maybe these common emails, the news groups ones, or even advertisement, rather than using the personal email, maybe can go through this anonymous emailers we can use. So, and then here's again all our data. So yes, again when it comes to browsing, so what we can do, yes, we browse through the internet, and we have an option to clear the history. That option is also given. So yes, we can browse and we can clear the history and make everything again to zero. But again, for whom those are getting cleared? Only for ourselves. So these ISPs, so that means the internet service providers, they have all our information. And mostly they are the people who are selling our data because they have our information, they have all the people in the data. So yes, easily they are selling to others. So it's their additional business. So it's an additional thing to them. So again, we can ask them not to sell, but not maybe individually me and you may not be able. But when it comes to businesses, maybe they can request or they can demand on them that not to sell the personal details to this market. So that could be. And maybe individually in a very simple level what we can do in order to safeguard our privacy. Yes, when they are providing information, the personal information in a public forum, we have to think about that. So if you are okay with sharing our information, no any worries, but little bit we have to think what we are going to put in this public information. So when maybe the links are coming, asking even maybe this online payments related one, so we have to double check on them whether these are trusted links or whether trusted website. Then maybe we can do on this. So without doing it, yes, we can't live these days. Even these online payments, all things are there. But little bit, whatever link we are getting, without clicking on them, little bit we have to think whether this link seems a trustable one. Then yes, we can use on them. Or when we are providing the information, rather than providing a lot or maybe all our personal information, we can be little bit careful on that. So for online payments, maybe different people, you may be using different ones. I don't have that much in the bank also, but still I use a separate card for this online payment. So that I will check, okay, this is 10,000. So I just transfer the 10,000 to that account and using that card detail. So maybe very simple thing, but because now without those we can't make it. But much as possible, even simple things we have to see how we can safeguard our data information. So it's really important. So maybe you have different strategies when it comes to payments. So yes, even simple things we have to imply them. So as much as possible, we will be able to safeguard our privacy or whether without our data information going into others. And so these things we can do. So we were saying when it comes to people or these businesses, organizations, they are collecting our data. So it's a privacy issue, but they are collecting them in an ethical way or maybe in a proper way. So what they do when they are collect data, they have two options. One is opt-in, then there is opt-out. So in opt-in, what they do, before they collect our data, so before they are going to get the data in, they inform the user. So one example, what could be? Any examples? So before collecting the data, we are informing the user. We are going to collect your data. Yes. Any examples for this kind of scenarios? So you want to cookies. So in cookies, what they do? Before we browse this browser system or the website, we are saying, okay, we are going to collect your data. So now we can't say we are the people who, without reading everything, allow everything is said. Like I'm blocker. So sometimes they are little tricky. So some sites, if you have blocked the cookies, they may not allow us to scroll down. So that tricky part is there, but mostly we can customize the even what we do. Allow that. We just go on. So at the end, then we can't say they are collecting our data, our privacy is violated. We can't. Because why? We have given the consent. We have told, okay, you collect our data. So in a tricky way, or maybe in an ethical way, they are collecting our data. So that could be rather than stealing our data, they ask from us that they are collecting the data. So that could be opt-in. So before collecting, they ask us. Or there could be the other way, opt-out. They will collect our data and they will use it also. But if we need to get out from that, if we need to say no, hereafter don't use our data, then we have to say. So any examples for that scenario? They have already started to use our data, but they give us an option. If you wish, you can come out from it. Then hereafter we will not use your data. Any examples for this? Especially, I think when it comes to these messages, SMS, advertisements, once we receive, what do they say at the last? Stop that. So they have already got our data or the phone number from somewhere else, and they started using it. But just in an ethical way, so give us an option. Okay, we use, but we need to opt out. If you need to come out, yeah, we can send that stop at. But we lucky we are very lazy. So any of you have you send that stop at message again? Any of you? They will have a so again, we are receiving. So they are given the option to us. We are the people who are not using it. So from the business side, in an ethical way, they are doing that. So that option is there. We can opt out from that too. So because data collection or these organizations, they need data for the marketing purposes in order to customize and provide the services. In order to give the best service to the customers, only they are collecting the data and doing all this analysis. So they need to collect data, but rather than stealing the data from us, maybe in an ethical way, using these opt-in, opt-out options, they can use the data. Then it's not going to be a violation or it's not going to be a crime. So in a proper ethical way, they are doing. But still, yes, with systems, we face this privacy issue. So few things which we can maybe individually do, or these organizations may be good for us. Right. Then if we move to the next one, yes, we know there are these cyber crimes or the computer crimes are there. So these are some of them. So just try to check on whether you know any of these. Maybe many of these you will be knowing. So I'm going to ask randomly what these mean. So just have a look on them. Yes, about the first one, hacking. Have you heard? Hacking, hacker. We have hackers in our class. Very good. So because organizations so hacking doesn't be just hacking into a system just without the having the authority. If someone else can just come into our system, yes, it's going to be hacked and they will be stealing the data, doing the changes, anything. But here we have this ethical hacking too, because organizations also before the hackers come, they have to check how their system, whether their system is vulnerable or whether there are loopholes. So yes, these ethical hackers are there. Or maybe sometimes even the governments using ethical hacking. Maybe sometimes hackers if they have had got the data or something to get them back. So that kind of or maybe to get some information from the other parties, meaningful confidential information could be. So ethical hacking is there. But here, so we call them white hat hackers. But that's okay, ethical, or else other kind of hackers also could be there. So mostly for stealing the data or maybe for this asking ransom money, so those things happen with ethical hackers, normal hack, right? Then demand of service. Here what happens? So the service given or maybe the process what we are doing, we are going to deny it. We are going to block it. So you all have the LMS access. So what I can do when your exams are nearing, I can block your LMS. So the service I'm going to deny. I'm going to stop. OS now you all are surely taking. Oh, everything is there in the LMS. The recordings are there in the LMS. I'm also going to do something. Not you all. They want you go here, you contact. So maybe only to MIS, separate I can unenroll you, block the access to the MIS. So yes, if these things happen, we are calling it denial of service. So you have your authority, but I am going to block you. What? So that is the crime. But in an ethical crime, I can do that. Right. Then sniffing. Sniffing? Yes, could be. What you say is correct. Yeah. So if the message or the news is not encrypted, the messages are not encrypted, yes, we can access it. But specifically here, we are saying sniffing. So yes, that option is there. For example, your exams are nearing. Then what happens to exam papers? We are preparing, and through an email only we are sending it to the exam division. So there are people who can hack WhatsApp messages. Likewise, they are going to hack our email address. So what you do, either you know from you know my email address, so you are going to catch. So you are going to hack and read the data. So yes, you can do that. But if you start to, so maybe let's say you, from a month, you are trying to access the information from my email. So if you are going to do that, you will really get what we can say, upset or seeing the data, the email amount we are receiving. So many emails coming, many emails going. You sit and read all this in order to find the exact paper what we have done. So you get different job and at the end you will get upset. Oh, what these messages are going in and out. So rather than doing that, what we are going to do, we are not going to read all the data. We are going to snip. So that means we can have this snipping tool for the software and we can give it keywords. So yes, all the emails you don't need to get from me, right? Only. Ethical side, okay. So what you can do, maybe you can give the keyword. SMS exam, OESC, OMIS, O6TB, etc. So these words are there. So then what the software will do, all the emails will go through that, but all are not going to get saved or all will not be given to you. Only will snip these keywords and relatable messages or emails only will be sent to you. So then only through those emails you can go and find out. Else if you go through all the emails, yes, it's going to be a very difficult and a big problem then. So snipping is there. And we know the keywords, information we need, only those information relatable messages we can get out. So that is also there. Then the spoofing. What is this spoofing? Yeah, so appearing as someone else and trying to get the data or information from us, or even this money could. So sometimes have you received this email from unknown email addresses? They say, I'm a very wealthy person, but I'm going to die. So you send me the details, I'm going to give you money. And you send the letter. So what they do, it's kind of a spoofing. So we already know that person, why we have sending it for us later. This is really we have a common knowledge. We may not get caught into this trap. But people act, not only normal, ordinary people, even big people, they are got into this trap. So thinking, okay, they will send us big money, so we are sending. They will say, in order to transfer, we need $10. Kind of, then just we are getting caught into the spoofing, acting as someone else. So that could be, or even when it comes to organizations also could be. So as a person who is very well known, or sometimes we get even these links which will be saying from Singer, but we actually see the link, we know it's not from the official email or not the official website. So this kind of thing, appearing as someone else in order to steal the data or do information could be spoofing, right? Next, cyber theft. So it's the theft stealing, but in the cyber form, so all this data stealing, all data we are going to. So mostly the cyber theft could be, so hacking also kind of, they may be after hacking, they may be stealing the data, but in the organization inside. So inside when we are having the access, yes, we don't need to hack again, but if we are going to steal our own organization data, confidential data, and going to sell it to the others, to the competitor. Not in our class. Their class is so good. They don't do these unethical things and everything. Very ethical. Very good. Right. So yeah, cyber theft. If you are in a cyber forum, if you are stealing so many the data information, yes, that could be. Then here's the unauthorized use of computer systems or networks. So this also sometimes happens. So sometimes we not be given as the kind of false thing, but yes, you cannot be given access. But yes, we see in our friend's computer that is open. So we are going to use it through their computer, or maybe we see something, the system is open, so we are going to use that system. As we do not have the authority, or maybe we have not been given the access, but through another person's one, or if you are going to use those things, even the computer systems or the network can be connected in an unauthorized way, that is also considered as the computer crime. Then here's the other one, software Satu orang pun pandai. Yes, I have to admit, I have done that crime using piracy software. That means the cracked version license tidak gana itu. Korea is gana itu. Really? So no any cracked version in your computer? Oh, so the other way. Oh, any piracy, in that version, using software for our license one, so just one. Three, right? Yeah. So yes, I think more or less even maybe they are very good people could be there. But 99% we are doing this crime falling into using the piracy software. So several reasons they are very inexpensive. So those things are there, but still it's a crime. So they have developed the software. So that's why they are selling or they are giving us the license. But yes, it's a crime using pirate software. Right. Then the theft of intellectual property. So when we say this intellectual property, again could be this information. So similar to the cyber theft, but not the normal all this data or information or maybe. So this credit card number theft, those things falling under the cyber theft. So when we say intellectual property, maybe the patent, so maybe the ideas of other people, if we are stealing then yes, it's a crime. So I think this intellectual property theft also, maybe we are sometimes doing. Aren't we stealing other people's ideas? When it comes to your assignments, what you are doing? Copy, pasting. So then what's happening? You are stealing other people's intellectual property. So maybe not a normal data or information, but when it comes to this idea. So then how we can do the assignments? We are not these experts or genius people to write things and write in our own. So even I can't do that. So yes, we are referring other information data that we definitely do. But without falling into a crime, how we can do it in an ethical way? Citation. So we have to put the reference. So even in your assignment report, make sure you put your reference or citations at the end. So in that way, yeah, ethically we can steal their intellectual property. And it's not stealing actually, we are referring. Yes, so referring is not any wrong. Definitely we have to, as we can't. But yes, in an ethical way, we have to do that. This copy paste, no, it's not acceptable at all. So that could be viruses and worms. Yes, that we know. So some people may be sending these viruses, worms in order to block or delete our data or block our files, and then just they may be costing the money. So that kind of a business. But some people may be even for fun, right? So some viruses they just delete our information or they block. No any sender also we can find it's coming. Maybe someone has done it for their fun or something. Could be. So those kind of things also happening. But yes, creating or spreading viruses burns, yes, it's also a crime. Dangerous and bear. What is this and bear? So sometimes we may have experience in the website. We may be clicking, so they may ask maybe we are going to download some this free software kind of thing. They ask us to download, but once we click the download link, what could happen sometimes? It may directing us to some other pages with this advertisement. Have you experienced some download? Then any kind of favor, piracy software, free software, learning. Yes. Yes. So good. Yeah. So here sometimes completely on them, they will be relating or they will be directing us to more and more advertisements over different pages. So that is also a crime. So in their side, organizations say yes, we are doing the marketing, we are doing the advertising, but they have to do those things in the employment. They could not trick us. So by clicking something, they can't take us to their advertisement link. So these ads are also there, which will be a crime where these organizations are doing up. Then the spyware. What does this spyware do? So mostly happens again, these spyware also get installed to our system. Then, according to the spyware, so some spywares are there where they will be spying our keyboard. So they know all the what keys we are pressing. So maybe this password. So they can easily crack on it. So we may be sometimes in the system, we are not able to access the system. So system, so maybe LMS, let's tell you. So the LMS going there and identifying our password, it may not happen. But they come and sit in my laptop and they are spying my password. So maybe my keyboard, what keys I press. So when they know, okay, this is the password, then I'm clicking on this letters or these keys, so they will be spying my password. So some system or some spyware, they are spying on the keyboard, what we are pressing on, or some even what we are doing on. So what are the things we are browsing, even that they can do it. So this also in order to steal our data or to get the information from us, but those are also crimes. So people doing these things, some maybe as a business could be asking money those things. Some people even as a fun or just things also they are doing. But we are also maybe under this some crimes. We also could be sometimes, but as much as possible, we have to make sure we are not falling under this crime, so we are not being this cyber criminal. So we should not be. And as much as possible, we have to use this again more or less related to this privacy, those things. So if we know these viruses, those things, simply we will get this virus guards in the updated one. So with this antivirus software, so as much as possible, we should be able to safeguard from this criminal. So even the password, so that's why, right? The password asks us to change them. So from the beginning, we may not be able to understand. In time to time, they ask to change our password. So in order to make sure of the safety of ourselves. So as much as possible, individually or in the when it comes to organization, you may have heard about this firewalls. So to the systems, they maintain their firewalls to safeguard without these hackers are easily getting access, or maybe giving these different access controls. So through organizations in their level, or even in the individual, in our own personal levels also, we have to make sure how we can come, maybe be safe from these different crimes. Right. So it's related to this computer crime. Then yes, we have about the other one, the working conditions. So in the organization, or maybe once we start to get working with systems, what we are doing, we are moving into this virtual world. Sometimes happens, right? We are just in our phone, we are just checking something. So even a person calls our name, but we are not. No, we are not responding, because why? We are now in the virtual world. So once we start to work with fully system, yes, we know that world is just machine with this emotion less. So no any emotion, just we keep working with. So maybe with the time we also little by little change like that. So we say like if we get to know the friends, we can say about you. In our language, if we get to know, so now we do not have real friends, even friends virtual. Facebook friends we have. But in the real, I'm not sure whether we are talking with our friends. So we are gathering with them. So yes, with this emotionless machine, once we also start to work, we also going to move into the virtual world. So the working conditions side, because of this, the impact is going to be. So we know because of this stress. So So the stress may be coming, or we forget what's happening around us. So that is also an issue or impact working only with this system. So spending more time working on this system. So this is the other one related to the working conditions. Then just we have a few more. So we will discuss about them after the after the break. So maybe in a 15 minutes, around 4:45.
Oh, access yang oh, iya kan?
Right, so we'll start. Yes, so we are talking about the challenges or these different issues related with this use of information systems. Yes, so we talked about these working conditions. Then the next one will be the individuality. So yes, we all are different, right? Yes, we all have different skills or personalities, they are different. But with working with systems, what's happening now? That different is not the model speciality from us may not be sure because why there's a system. Even I can do the same thing, even though maybe sometimes I'm not doing accounting, but what I can do, I just only need to note down, okay, these are the entries, these are the fields which I have to give the input. Then here I will also give the input. Then just click the buttons here and there. Then just the ratios are calculated or even the statements, the needful calculations are done. Even the decisions are taken. So I also can now step into your accounting field. So that is now there. Yes, basic knowledge we need, but still with the system, the individuality of each and every person is going to be the question now. So that issue is there. So that's why we say the skills gap. So yes, in personally we all have, so we all are different levels, we need it. But with the system, now that issue is there. So we all are going to be kind of safe. So that is going to be an issue. And moving into this digital transformation. So earlier it was a big issue, kind of stepping into the digital or changing, but now almost with this digital era, that is not that much of a big issue, but the skills gap that has become an issue now. We are in the same level. So those issues also there when we move into the system. So when we start working in the system, so that is there. Then just the other one also, maybe we are very well known. When we start to work with this system, yes, there are different health-related issues. So starting from sitting and waiting, sitting in the seat for a long time, or neck is arm issues, the muscle issues could happen, or the back strain, even the eye strain once we look more into. And with the stress, so these issues are coming on. So specifically with the health-related issues related to the system, so what we can do, yes, sometimes you may have heard about ergonomics. So we are calling it as the human factors engineering. So that means how we sit, even including how we are sitting, how we are working, or in a proper way we have to do. So we say yes, once we sit in the chairs for a long time, we are getting this back strain issues are there. But why it's coming? Because we are not sitting properly. So just think now how you all are sitting. Are you all properly sitting? Yes, good. So yes, we know, right? You also may have seen these things. How to sit properly. So yes, we say sitting is hard, sitting in front of the machine. But if we sit with the proper way, including the screen's distance, or the arm support, everything. So proper tables, chairs, if we get, then yes, it's not going to be an issue. But yes, unfortunately, not sure in how many organizations they are giving us this proper facilities. So issues are there, but this is what we call as the ergonomics. How we are setting up the working place. So including starting from sitting position or even maybe the surroundings. So maybe we know right now why we painting white. White, what if we paint in a maybe a red? So this red color we have painted. So you don't get the feeling of studying, you get the feeling of eating. You may be thinking, oh, when we can eat, or you will be fear. And that's how the Kapane done that. Just like the goats in the mascade, yeah, here to be. So yeah, it doesn't give us a feeling, right? So maybe this lighter colors more. So even in the organization, maybe outside they are painting according to their theme, colors. But when it comes to inside the surrounding, yes, in a kind of in a charm way, or maybe they are even possible the ventilation. So including those things are important. Or rather than putting us in a very stacked, in a very small place. So how the surroundings are there. Maybe having some, so nowadays we have these indoor plants they are maintaining. So different ways in order to make sure to give the pleasant feature or a enjoyable feature in the organization. So that's what we call ergonomic. So a safety place, so safety place in order to create a pleasant working place. So where the employees will be able to work in a proper way. So with this, all these health-related as much as possible, we will be able to read. So yeah, organization we have to facilitate, but at least we usually also make at least city. It depends on now. So not only the organization office, even when it comes to at home, how you all do your assignments, sitting in the table, sharp. That is so good. No one goes to bed. Not allowed to get the laptop to the bed. Good. Those rules are really good. Having and following, or else we know where are. So we go into different positions, sitting and working. So at the end, yes, we come up with. So how we are doing that ergonomic. So starting from sitting, so even so it's not only to the IT or not only to the system. So you may know, even if we need to bend down to carry something, you may have seen this, right? They say we should not bend like this. We have to sit and get there. So all those coming under ergonomic, which we can relate with our systems also. So that is important. So ergonomics will be, or this human factor engineering will be looking into that workplace safety. But when it comes to this health, also maybe the muscle pains or the back strains, those things we do. But when it comes to this stress-related issues, not only the workplace is going to affect. Sometimes even our job, the work which we do, also may be impacted. So while we set up the working place, we have to consider about the job design also. So that's why we say this job enrichment or job rotation. Have you heard? One study is sharp, right? Completed. Okay. This semester. So you have heard these words already. So you may be doing. So why we do those? Because yeah, else in the same place repeatedly, then it will be boring or we will be getting into this stress and issue. So that's why this job enrichment or job design, those things also we have to consider on. So with the workplace design, about the job design also, the organization have to consider about that. Yes, we are working with systems, but in a satisfied or maybe in a pleasant way, we will be able to work on. So yes, with that, we'll relax a little. Then a moment, we can delete කරලා මොකක්ද ඉගෙන ගත්තේ කියලා අමතක වෙයිද දන්නේ. So just it's there, but yeah, don't delete your history from your mind. But yeah, in future, this is how this yoga and everything will be happening. Okay, right. So with this, so we have talked about these 6 categories. So I'm just quickly going on. So yes, about the employment, privacy, crime, working conditions, individuality, and health. So little bit the effects and something, some small things or the basic things what we can do. So now we are moving into some ethical related issues related to the usage of the information system. So we can put them into 4, and there are several. So these are common ones, but here you can see the bold ones. So in each, some have been bold. So those are related with this information system. So other ones are common. So the salaries, so we know that. So those are common ethical issues, but the bold ones are related to the system usage or information system. So those things I So the intellectual property rights, security of company records, workplace safety, and the customer employee privacy. So basically, how or what we may be able to do, the organizations have to do. So intellectual property rights even in the organization, maybe we are using the same system, so in the common place, or whether we are stealing others' ideas, others' data, information, so those issues there. So that is ethical way. So another person's idea is stealing, we can't put a control and stop. We can't build a wall or stop something. So that each and every person ethically we have to take the decision. No, I'm not going to do that. What I'm doing, I am giving them the needful credit. So that is there. And even the company records, the security. So this high information, or maybe this confidential information, critical data information. So employees, they are believing and they are giving us the access to the systems and they are accessing. So it's their even the employees ethical or their responsibility, accountability, how we are dealing with the data. So we get the data, but whether we are going to take it out or whether we are going to sell it, so that ethically each and every employee have to take the decision and have to follow on it. Then when it comes to workplace safety, so then the organization, so the management, they have to provide that. So they will say that they have given a chart. But whether the child is suitable, or whether the working place is suitable. So that maybe that also we can't put them a case saying, oh, they didn't give us a proper job because they have given a job. But whether it's a suitable one, so those ethically they have to think whether the surroundings is good to safety workplace, that they have to think and do from their own. And just again, when it comes to customer employees privacy, so yes, we know collecting data. So just now, as we know from the organization side, they can monitor all our activities, all our data, they will be knowing. But to the monitoring purpose, yes, they can do so. But that if they are going to mishandle that, they can use it. So in an ethical way, all the accessibility is there, but in an ethical way, they have to use it to access it, even with using the customer data. So for the marketing purposes, for those purposes, yes, they can do. They can collect, analyze, and they will be giving the best service, customized service to the customers. But are they going to use it for other ways or for any other wrong things? That in an ethical way, they have to take the decision. So this will be some places where these ethics needs to be implied, where we have to consider what. So some organization side they have to do, some from our side we have to do. So when it comes to organizations, if they need to take ethical decisions, we can say they may have to follow these three theories. So if they are following these three, at the end definitely ethical decisions may have been made. So starting from the stockholder theory. So stockholders, what will be their objective? Stockholders or the shareholders, right? Yeah. So what is their need? Profit maximum. Yeah. So they need it. That's what they will be needing. So as an organization, what we have to do, we have to satisfy them. So the stockholders or the shareholders, we have to satisfy them. So in order to satisfy, yes, all the decisions we take, we have to make sure we are going to be profit maximizing decisions. So in order to increase the profit. So that is true. But we can't only follow the stockholder theory, only the shareholder theory. With that, we have to follow the stakeholder theory also. So what is stakeholder? Any examples of stakeholders? Customers, suppliers, vendors, maybe something else. So even could be this labor unions or the government, could be. So all these third parties who are interested in our business or interested in our organization are going to be the stakeholders. So even the shareholders also falling under that category too. Right? So first one, yes, we are going to satisfy the shareholders, but with that we have to satisfy the stakeholders too. Yes, we are going to maximize the profit, but because of that that we can't sell some very low quality products and maximize the profit. Why? We have to satisfy the customer too, one of our stakeholders. So likewise, yes, we are going to maximize the profit, but we can't do some illegal things or violate the policies and something because we have to follow the government or we have to satisfy them too. So that is also important. Yes? Maybe a main objective to come up with or to satisfy our shareholders, but with that, all the other stakeholders also we have to take into the consideration. We have to think about them, and yes, we have to satisfy them too. So that will be the stakeholder theory. With that, we will be following this social contract theory. So when we say social contract, this is no any hard written rules or anything which we have to follow. So let's assume simply we are traveling in a bus. Then we see pregnant mummy is climbing into the bus. Then what we will do? We are seated. Up to the seat. Okay. You just very quickly we just we didn't see that was the reason we are sleep. So commonly we know as a social contract, if you are not offering the seat, is that a crime or maybe can someone put you a case in the court or something? Can they do? No, right? It's thank you, but this is not that. So by the way, I was asking about this dancer. So yesterday you all didn't come. Anyone here? Okay, come on. You came? So good. The dancer, it's a different story. So today you were planning for dancer, right? Then why didn't you bring something and I was thinking about the I was asking this chocolate ice cream, but yeah, that was who went out, they didn't come yet. Who was sitting there? They are our friends. I saw them having ice cream while I'm waiting here. Okay, so you guys are. So today you don't discuss. Good. Right, so we were about the social contract here. So here, okay, the mother, the pregnant mother is coming. So if you are not operating the it's not wrong. So wrong means in that we can't say it's a crime. So that's it anyway. But it's a social contract, not a written rule. But we all know, okay, we are going to offer the thing, or maybe even for a elderly person. So we do so. So those are what we call the social contract. What? Social contract. So same in the business. So when it comes to the organization, yes, there are some hard written rules, the policies we have to follow. With that, when we take the decision, we have to think whether these are good to the society or maybe whether we are following the social contract also. Whether our product will be a harm to the society, whether our investments or whether what the decisions we are taking, whether this is going to affect our employees. So maybe not in a direct way, but even in an indirect way, so we have to consider it. So if we think or if we follow all these three theories, then yes, at the end, whatever decisions we are taking, they will be definitely ethical ones or the proper decisions we may have taken. So yes, we are looking into our shareholders. So because of that, we can't forget them too. So yes, with the shareholders, with all the stakeholders, we have to consider the society or the social also. So we are following, yes, our decisions will be ethical ones. So with this, so these are little common too. They may be applicable to the systems or to the technology also, but even commonly too, we can consider it. But there are few principles which are relatable to the technology ethics. So first one says proportionality. So we know in any technology when we are using or even system, there is a good and bad system. Immediately benefits are there, harmful effects also there. But before we implement a system or before we start a technology we use to follow, we have to check what is the proportion. So definitely the good needs to be more. So if we have 60% benefits and 40 harmful, then yes, we can use it. But if it's the other way, we have 40 good for the benefit and 60 is going to be harmful, then we are not allowed to use it. So always we are checking. Yes, we can't go zero to the harmful effects. Definitely we will be adding, but the proportion, the benefits needs to be good. Then yes, we can use them. Then we see the informed consent. So that means the usage or could be the effect. We have to inform the user what we do with this system, what happens, or with the system, this technology, what will be the effect. Definitely we have to tell the user. Then we are allowed to use the users with their concern. They are saying, okay, we are okay to this. So that's why I have all these software. They have these terms and conditions. How will it be there? So, okay, sometimes we go and read just final everything we do. But in their side, they are not wrong. Ethically, they are good. They are telling us this, what we do, even the privacy thing. So even cookies, what we are showing, yes, it's their ethical way. We are going to collect the data, and they are not stealing, they are ethically enough. We are going to collect your data. So we only say, yes, we approve or we agree with allow. So we are only allowing you to do so. So that is important. They can't stealing from us or without telling us what the system's effects, they may not be able to do. It's not ethical. So that is there. Then the justice. So when we use systems or could be the technology, the impact. So yes, if I am using the technology, then I am enjoying the benefits. Then I have to bear with the harmful things also because I enjoy the benefits. But there is a person who have to use this technology and didn't enjoy the benefits. Then we can't only allow the person to bear or suffer with the harmful things. So there should be a justice. Okay, I got the good, so I have to get the bad side also. But there are some people or maybe in the society commonly they are thinking if they are not got the good out of it, that means they have not used this or not enjoyed the benefit, then only the bad effect could not be, we could not allow them to suffer. So that we have to look into, and then there we know the minimized risk. So in whatever we do, you know more about this, right? Risk. Have you done risk calculations, those things? Till now? Related to risks, not the Valange, Theravada. Have you studied or not yet? Those are in strategic management. Strategic management account. So maybe in your organization, definitely you may have done, right? Maybe, yeah. So we will be calculating the risk and we know any project or any investment before we do, we try to minimize the risk. So if there are several options, we go with the minimum risk option we will be going on with calculating or with knowing with the other things. So if we go on with this, follow these 4 principles of technology ethics, then yes, again at the end, in an ethical way, we will be able to do our business. So these are some principles of technology ethics. So with these 3 theories, yes, we can go into these 2. Right. So earlier we were talking about these some security, the privacy related issues. So there are some tools which will be supporting us on the security management when it comes to the organization. So yes, VPN. Do you all know that? Virtual private network? Have you used? Are you using? You use the WhatsApp. Yes? Yes. I'm not used VPN. Good people also they are. Have you? So I think they are very publicly we all started to use to be with this status. If you obviously VPN are
Outside the workplace, we can connect to the.
yeah, to the internet we can get connected. So here the VPN we are talking is what was said correctly, officially using and ethically using. That means that side where use correct don't know in which side to put it. So the social media all got blocked. So yes, what we did, we just went to the VPN. So that is not ethical. It should be a crime. But here, this is what you correctly said. The organizations also they are using VPN, the virtual private network, in order to make sure. So maybe, so what does it do? It will manipulate the IP address. So how does actually the social media work down? Yes, they are all the Sri Lankan IP addresses to block. So that's why if we just go through from the Sri Lanka, from our network, here's the IP address is problem. When we use the VPN, so what does it show? It shows that they are getting connected from different countries. From the United countries, where we were connecting and going on. So the Facebook server or the social media servers could not identify the IP address they have got from some country we are not in. So that is what happens. So even organizations using when so as one may need to be intranet. So intranet we know only get from the organization to get connected because it provides the IP address within the organization. But here, now what we can do even from home, so I think even again with this lockdown period, work from home period, organizations gave this VPN. So through the VPN, yes, even from a home, we can get connected to the organization intranet. So that's good thing. So that is in the good side. Or even when we need to have this very confidential meetings or sharing the confidential information, so the critical level, advanced levels also using VPN could be happened. So in order to make sure to manipulate the IP addresses, so the safety purposes. Then firewalls, yes, so again with the organization, so the system, when we have this information system, so systems we build the firewall, it's kind of a safety measure. So easily these hackers may not be able to get logged into the system. So if you have the username password, no issues. But for the third party, without the access, they may not be able to. Then yes, we have this network security protocol. I'm not sure whether you remember earlier when we see these web links or the URL. So they start with HTTPS. And have you noticed some HTTP? Earlier they were made HTTP only. But now I think almost all the websites are moving this HTTPS. So that means the security also added. So these are some protocols whether the websites are offering so they are following. So HTTP, yes, no any security, but now they have added this protocol to make sure they are providing the security too. So likewise some network security protocols are there which these websites or the organizations are following in order to make sure of the safety. Then encryption, as we know, so coding these online messages, so that is there. Then the access control. So here, as we know, we already using the same system, but our access levels are different. So even if we take the LMS, so yes, I'm also using the same LMS. You also use the same LMS, but do we have the same access? No, right? So you are coming from the student side, so only the lecture materials downloading. So if you need to submit, there should be a link created. So then the submission link you can do. But from our side, yes, we can upload and all your documents in the same place we can see. So the access, the control levels are different. So even in the organization, so we say ERP, yes, we all are using the same ERP. according to their division, they get this different access level. So through that also, we can maintain the security of our data information. Then there are these security software tools, which maybe we can consider like this antivirus software, so which will be providing us the security. So those kind of tools, softwares are there. Then proxy agents or proxy systems are there. So again, with the systems to the organization, so maybe it is online web portal, so they will be having a proxy system. So this is also will be kind of doing a check, kind of a checkpoint. So when the people are getting connected to the system directly without directly allowing them to get connected, we may have to go through the proxy system. So it will just have a check on us where does this IP address comes from, or whether this device is a reliable one, whether this is trustworthy. So little check it will do, and it will allow us to move into the system. So proxy systems also there. Then there's the authentication. So that's why the similarity says that the user credential. So in order to get access to a system, so most of the systems may not be just public, it's not open. Some are there, but just when it comes to organization side, definitely the authentication is there. So if we have been given, the organization has given us the access, usernames, password, so the credentials, then only, yes, we will be able to get access to the system. So ensure that also we can control. Then just the intrusion detection system. So where something, this may be kind of the sensors, or they will be checking whether any uncommon things are happening in the system. So maybe it could be simply thinking if you are wrongly typing a password 4, 5 times. Maybe even in the LMS, what happens? It will block. Or maybe even the ATM is happening, right? For 2, 3 times or something, if you are only giving the PIN card, yes, our card is also inside and it's getting blocked. So these are the systems of the identify intrusion. So any uncommon things happening. Okay, so this may not be, so it may be there, this may not be the user. That's why we are trying the wrong password 4, 5 times. So it's taking a with an alert or something, it's taking a decision, or it's taking some actions to stop this intrusion. So these kind of systems also would be there. Or when it comes to the organization systems, maybe even alerts can go. Messages will be passed to the IT division, to the IT administrator. Some uncommon things are happening there. So these are also there, these different tools in order to make sure about the safety of the system or about the data information which we are using on. So these are the common things which we have to discuss about. So yes, we have discussed the issues related to the commonly with the 6 categories and something related to the ethical related issues. And here and there also we were talking about for each and every challenge what we can do. So with the effect, maybe individually what we can do, or maybe as organization, so maybe as a country, what steps, how we can overcome these challenges. So that's what we have discussed here. Then yes, shall we do a small case study? Yes, right? Yes. ඔයගලන්ට case study ගෙදරට දුන්නම කරන්නේ නැහැ. You want to do it? Really? So I will upload it to the LMS, but just go through them. Even though maybe, so earlier one also I think he couldn't do it in the class, but make sure you are just going through them, the questions, the case study questions, you are having a look on them, because those kind of the questions may be coming to the exam. So that's why I thought we'll do, but just you go through them and get an idea how these are coming on. So it will be easy for you to get an idea how the things are coming on. Okay. So I will upload it to the LMS, and if we before the class that we have to do. After class, that. So before starting, we'll try, or maybe some other ways to just at least want to discuss nearing to the exam. So this will be relatable. The questions will be kind of the things you may have to expect on your exams too. Okay, so we will meet in our next class. I think next class is at the usual time, right? 1 to 4. So there's a revised schedule in the LMS session plan. Go through that. Some things have been highlighted. So check on them. And there was a news also. So Pavani passed the news to everyone related to the individual and the group. Okay, so have a wonderful week. We will see in our next class. Did you all sign? Okay, I get it.